Hello, I am Sharon Ma, a graduate student at Parsons New School for Design. In searching for a group exhibition to present, the words local, global, and art museum quickly came to mind. But I also want to focus on a borough not necessarily known for its art, and highlight this as one of the offerings that people should venture out to see. I chose the Bronx Museum of the Arts, located within a subway ride of New York City. The museum's exhibition titled Bronx Calling, the first AIM biennial, allows residents of the Bronx, as well as everyone beyond this borough, to see art and parts of the Bronx that people might not think to visit, and to provide artists with the opportunity for a different venue to showcase their work. During this presentation, I will provide installation views as a slideshow of some of the art on view, as I discuss the exhibition at its entirety. For the celebration of the museum's 30th anniversary of its Artists in the Marketplace AIM program, the museum opened its doors to an exciting first for the Bronx by holding its first biennial, which showcases 72 artists working in mediums such as video installation, photography, works on paper, and sculpture. The exhibition celebrates local emerging artists, so it's no wonder that the artist's age ranges from late 20s to 30s, and brings to light the professional practices of the art world for those who are starting their careers. The works displayed were divided into two locations of the Bronx, the larger portion being at the Bronx Museum of the Arts and the other at Wave Hill, a botanic garden. The biennial features a wide range of work produced in AIM's collaborative residency, where participants work directly with established artists, collectors, art critics, curators, dealers, lawyers, and other art world professionals. Over the past 30 years, the AIM program conducted annual sessions that teach emerging artists everything they need to know on how to be in the art business. Whether writing grants, working with lawyers, or getting their names and works known to the public in a variety of settings. In a sense, the biennial also serves as a celebration to the process of art and the local and global communities. There are two guest curators, Wayne Northcross and Jose Ruiz. Mr. Northcross, originally from Detroit, Michigan, lives and works in New York as an independent curator, gallerist, and fashion and art editor, and holds a law degree from University of Miami. Northcross worked with each of the artists by conducting studio visits, and collaborated with museum staff and his co-curator in developing the concept for exhibition and selecting the art to be shown. Northcross's vision for curation of the show was not to highlight Bronx-only artists, but to show artists from all over the world, sharing the Bronx as a location for showing their work, and that there is no supplied overarching theme to the show, because each artist connects with a viewer and another artist on different levels. So there isn't just one way of observing, but to engage in multiple ways. His co-curator, Jose Ruiz, is originally from Lima, Peru, and studied studio art at the University of Maryland before earning his MFA in New Genres at San Francisco Art Institute. Mr. Ruiz lives and works in New York as an artist and as an independent curator as well. The AIM program started in 1980 as a way for emerging artists in the New York City area to introduce their work to a greater audience. Participants of the program are encouraged to build relationships and network through the system that the Bronx Museum of the Arts has established. Since the founding in 1971, the mission of the Bronx Museum of the Arts states, "The Bronx Museum of the Arts is a contemporary art museum that connects diverse audiences to the urban experience through its permanent collection, special exhibitions, and education programs, reflecting the borough's dynamic communities. The museum is a crossroad where artists, local residents, national and international visitors meet." In selection of Northcross and Ruiz as co-curators, it was logical to pair them together, since they have similar visions in opening communication through art and making connections among art professionals, emerging artists, and the audience. Both the Bronx Museum of the Arts and Wave Hill are nonprofit organizations focused on the arts, giving back to the community, and reaching out through education and programming. So the market position does not necessarily rest on the art, because the art is not for sale at either location. The market position relies on the artists, art professionals, and the visitors, as well as the discussions made among all connections, while the show serves as a platform to showcase emerging artists and start an open dialogue going beyond the exhibition, thus continuing to make connections. It is one thing to see an artist's work displayed in a gallery, museum, or public space. It is another to understand how the work gets there. Out of the group exhibitions shown in the New York metropolitan area, I felt the need to think beyond the usual places, even though they are established and important in the art world. I also thought about how art professionals didn't immediately become that way. They too were once emerging and unknown. So I wanted to know who might be the next big name. The Bronx called, emerging artists responded, in hopes to have their voices heard. For more information, please email me, sharon.ma.photo@gmail.com.